Are you considering furthering your education by going to grad school? Well, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you things that you should consider before choosing the grad school to spend the next 2 to 4 years. Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Noella, and on this channel, I create content that inspires you to thrive and grow. I applied to 3 grad school. I'm going to be sharing with you the factors that came into play in choosing UMass Amherst. Yes, that's where I'm going to be spending the next 3 to 4 years, depending on how fast I can complete this degree. So the first thing that you should consider is cost. Yo, don't tell me that cost does not matter, because it does. It does. You don't want to have to take a break because you can't afford to pay your fees. You don't want to not be able to register for classes because there's a hold on your account. All that stress, you want to avoid it. I applied to 3 different colleges for grad: Liberty University, UMass Amherst, UNC Chapel Hill. I got accepted, but I had to make the decision of which is most cost effective to me. I want to compare the cost of going to UMass Amherst versus going to UNC. If you're asking about Liberty University, it was like right out of the gate immediately because they were giving me 8-week courses. I know this is a thing where your courses are for like 8 weeks or even 6 weeks for grad school, but that's not gonna work for me. In fact, that's another topic, but let's start with cost first. So with the cost difference, UMass Amherst, it costs about $31,738, and with UNC Chapel Hill, it costs $74,000 and some change, and some surprise fees, because things go up. When I was in my undergrad, it was just 1 semester left for me, and then they increased tuition by 3%, and of course I had to pay more money. So things go up. You always have to plan for the unknown, and so that's a cost difference of $41,000. There's no way I am going into debt for a college degree. I did very well with my undergrad, and this is why I say go to community college first. Y'all know my story. I don't know my story. Let me just summarize it. I went to a community college for 2 years, and I went to Simmons University, a private school, for 2.5 years. And now my grad school is going to be a public school. Cost plays a huge role. Definitely look at your cost. So the second thing that you need to consider is distance. I know at Simmons, when I was there and I applied for their master's program, for their master's in public health program, students can do it online, but it's not totally online. When they tell you it is like 100% online, you need to ask, will I come in? Is there a point in time throughout this degree where you would need me to come in? And so for Simmons, it was that you would have to come in, I believe, probably twice throughout your entire degree. So let's say you're living on the other end of the United States. You have to fly into Boston, Massachusetts. Here, you have to think about lodging, food, air ticket, taking time off work to fly into another state. Distance was something that I had to put into consideration. UNC, they talked about, some things that they have on campus that would be really great for me to be present there. And so that would involve me traveling, staying on campus, paying for it, figuring out my transportation around, the food, etc. Whereas UMass Amherst, yes, it is far. It's like some hours, but it's a drive. It's like a couple hours drive and I'm there. So if there's anything that they need me, I could even take a bus. Whereas UNC is hours away. I would have to take a flight, and if I take a bus, it would be like 16 hours. Not all programs are totally online. For example, UMass Amherst right now, there are 3 courses that from year 2023 will not be online. You would have to go in person to take those courses. And so that's why I'm taking those courses first now, because there's no way I'm going in person for an online degree. That just messes with your work schedule. So be sure to check. The next thing you need to consider when applying and choosing a graduate school is if your employer offers educational assistance. Employers will offer educational assistance sometimes for a specific school. For example, UMass Amherst. The reason I chose UMass Amherst is because my employer offers educational assistance up to 15%. If you're getting your MBA. And there's also other educational assistance even if you're not getting an MBA. I was able to apply for educational assistance, and that way it reduces the total cost of $31,738 they have to pay. So they give you about, I think, a lifetime of $2,500 if you're getting anything other than your MBA. That's good money. It's like good money. It's not a lot, but it's still good money. So definitely that comes into play when you are considering schools. Some cover a lot, like 50%, up to 50%, especially if you're working for the state. So look into that. That's definitely going to help reduce the total cost that you have to bring it out from your pocket or even from loans, which I do not advise you taking, especially private. The next thing I want you to consider is if it is a state or a private school. Now, this also ties into cost. I know there is a strong emphasis on going to the best schools, the Ivy Leagues, the most expensive schools, but at the end of the day, I also believe it is the skills and the networks that you develop wherever you are that is going to make you successful in your future job or future endeavors. You might not be getting this degree to get a job. You might be getting it to start your own business and, get out of corporate work and the rat race that's going on. I say this to say that private schools are expensive and state schools are good, affordable, flexible. They do provide a variety of programs. Again, remember, it is what you make of your time there. You have to take it upon yourself to network, to build those skills that are necessary. If they provide like free or discounted software programs that you can learn and skills that you can add to your resume, take advantage of them. It will help you and put you in a better position than having the name of an Ivy League on your resume. The last thing I want you guys to consider is if your graduate program is accredited or accredited. I don't know which word it is, but whichever it is, check. The reason is because you don't want to graduate and not be able to land a job or have like examinations to sit for that would give you certificates. Benefits of attending an accredited school is more financial aid opportunities, third-party evaluation, high-quality standards, easier credit transfers, especially if you are going to switch to another school or program, employer recognition, which also helps with the job application process, and also reimbursement and ability to sit for certification exams. So, all right, Nuggets, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you enjoyed these 5 tips to consider before starting and enrolling in any graduate program. If you're starting your graduate school journey, let me know in the comments below where you're going and how many years you have or you think you have. I am committed to sharing my graduate school process and journey with you guys over the next 3 to 4 years. So I hope to learn from you and I hope you also learn from me. Thanks so much for watching my video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.